And now I'm here this year, and this fall we have 5. And you know, as a cast member on Arrow, I take a lot of ownership of that. I think that we have those shows because Arrow has been successful. So if we keep going and we keep doing our job, you're gonna get the Justice League like every Wednesday night. And but yeah, Green Lantern would be cool, right? Yeah, for sure.
Who's what? Right there.
Hello.
Hi.
You do a really great job of differentiating between pre-Arrow Ollie and post-Arrow Ollie, almost to where your voice kind of changes a little bit.
It does change.
Yeah. So. So that was intentional, and then how do you do that? Like, what's your process for kind of going back and forth?
Shooting the flashbacks is a really cool thing because it constantly forces me to check in with the character. Where am I in this journey? What's happened? You know, and I have a signpost for me, and that's the character that we met in the pilot. The character that we met in the pilot was a remorseless, almost soulless killer. So how does Oliver get there in the flashbacks? And I'm pumped because when we hit the midway point of season 3, I guess, or would be the midway point of season 3, we will basically be hitting the halfway point of his island journey, even though he's in Hong Kong. You know what I mean? So it's very helpful as an actor to be able to constantly check in. Where am I? What's happened? I enjoy it.
Who's got the next one? Right here.
Hi, Steven. Hi. Okay, so by the way, my husband and I both love your show. He's the one who got me into it. I was like, superhero show. I'm not really sure I want to see that. And that show completely blew me away. It has so many different elements for so many different people like that you can take away from it. So good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, I watched one of your Q&A, and you had mentioned that you like to read. So what are you reading right now? What would you recommend people pick up?
That's been one of the, you know, I never went to university. I got into acting right away, and it was kind of a regret. So I used to read books all the time. Now, Arrow has filled my brain to the point that I can't read. I don't find myself reading books anymore, and it's actually sort of frustrating. I watch television shows now. I watch them, and then I rewatch them. And I would recommend, if you're a fan of television, like, for example, Game of Thrones. Okay, I met the Viper last night. Oh, it was so awesome. Best television character of 2014. There we go. Anyway, I would recommend watching a show and watching it because you like the story, and then rewatch it and focus on things, whether it's a specific character's performance, the style of photography. I love doing that with Game of Thrones, House of Cards, Breaking Bad. I met my wife rewatching the season 3, 4, possibly 3 or 4 finale of Mad Men for the 3rd time. She was the beautiful girl that walks into the office and basically stops Sterling Cooper dead in his tracks. And I was like, I Twitter stalked her. I'm like, who is this person? That's a true story. And we ended up going to the same event a couple of nights later. The point is, watch television. I might have shared too much. Is this, this isn't going anywhere other than this room,
No, it's staying in this room. Yeah, nobody else is saying this at all. I love that you Twitter stalked your wife. We got time for 1, maybe 2 questions. 1, maybe 2. So
I'll go rapid fire.
who's got right here?
Hi, Steven.
Hi.
Huge fan. What's your favorite part about Comic-Con?
Favorite part about Comic-Con has been watching. My favorite part of Comic-Con this particular year is twofold. One, we had the best day as a cast yesterday that we've ever had. We had everybody here. Everybody that is a regular on the show that is alive was here. And it was so, it was just so fun to be able to experience it with my fellow castmates. And secondarily, it's been fun watching Grant Gustin experience Comic-Con because he's having the same Comic-Con that I had in 2012. And it's just like, he's got this stupid grin on his face at all times, which he normally does anyway. But the point is, that has been very rewarding and cool.
Who's next?
Did we do it?
No.
Did we? Okay.
Right over here.
Hi. I would have asked an Olicity question, but you already told your favorite story about the time you met her and were nice to her because of Amy Brenneman. So,
Is that how that played? Okay.
so instead, I'll ask, Oliver makes a lot of questionable choices sometimes. Has there ever been a time where you're like, really, buddy? Why would you do that?
There was a moment where I talked to the producers last year, and because this was actually brought up to me on Facebook. And I was like, guys, there's something that I want to bring to your attention. And what? What can we help you with? Anybody that Oliver is not directly related to on the show, he's slept with. So can we fix that? Can we not do that? Can we have some female characters that Oliver doesn't immediately have to bed? Yeah, his romantic choices leave a little bit to be desired. I will say that. No, I'm always for making questionable choices because, in truth, I don't care if people love Oliver Queen or hate him. I just don't want them to be indifferent. And as long as they're not indifferent, I'm fine with whatever's happening.
Good answer.
Thank you. The opposite of love is not hate, Zach. It's apathy.
You're just dropping knowledge on me this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our time. Please put your hands together for Stephen Amell.
Thank you so much, everybody.
I'll get this signed for you, and I'll bring it back out for you. Sound good? Keep it going for Stephen, everybody. Keep it going for Stephen. Keep it going. Was that fun? Nice.